Right, well now let's create a graph showing the total sales in dollars per month. So we've got a measure here called sales, so we're going to use that. And we've got various dates. We've got the order date or we've got the ship date. So let's use the order date. So first of all, I always like going back to text or automatic to start with. So I'll go back to automatic. The first thing we want to add is sales. Now I could drag it in, or I could use the drop up or drop down arrow at the end, and you can see the very first thing we've got, add to sheet. So it's added it up here in the rows section, and we're still on automatic, but you remember that automatic previously showed ABC? Well, as soon as I add to sheet, automatic changes. So automatic is, I'm the computer, I will show you what I think you want. So here we have our sales going up to 2 million and change. Not very well formatted. These are US dollars. So let's format it. So let's go to this arrow. Default properties, number format. So we can choose the automatic, in other words just a standard number, or we can choose a standard number or a standard currency. So standard number gives us no options. Standard currency allows us to pick our locale, and you notice we can actually enter where we are. So United States. So we are English or Hawaiian or Spanish. So we'll go for English. Number custom allows us to customize how many decimal places and how negatives are shown. And also, do you want to show them in thousands like this is currently shown? Remember, this is 2 million. Or do you want to show it in millions or billions? And do you want a prefix at the beginning or at the end? So a suffix. So for instance, you might have items. So if I was to use that, so I'm going to put literally the word dollars, and I can include thousands separators or not. You can see that it has changed to what I asked for. I asked, if I just get that dialog box up again, which is in default properties, number format, I asked for 2 decimal places, and I asked for the word dollars to be put after. Notice there is no space. So if I want a space, I have to include that myself. So I can customize it as much as I might want. So this is $1,500,000. Okay, let's do something a bit more sensible. So we'll go back into default properties, number format, and I'm going to choose United States dollars. If I went into custom, exactly the same thing, except it puts in the prefix for me. Or the suffix, for instance, if I was using French euros, then the euro is shown afterwards. So let's go back to United States. So click OK. And you notice that it does it for all of these sales. It doesn't matter that I've already added it, it will do it for all of them. So let's just change that number format, since I don't want 2 decimal places, so I've got to use custom. There are 0 decimal places. You notice you can also use scientific and percentage. There's also custom, which is equivalent to the write your own option in Excel as well, the custom format.